My eyes crawl to a table. Paralyzed by pairwise dice, then attend to this heaven slice of an angel wrapped in skin. Throw dice and woes of life. Love deprived, looking to revive. What's the meaning of life? One subjective paradise, crystal chandeliers, motives reflected. Often mirrors appear, clear, grinning from ear to ear. Craving and raving the grain, rekindle the flame. Closer she draws near, stay there. Remove your underwear, shove it somewhere over there. In paradise, we know our purpose. You can see.
Yes, it is. The truth is what you can see. Hello, everybody, and welcome to this edition of the Unpopular Hour. Of course, I'm your host, Matt Clark, and you know it's my boy PJ Mills right here wearing that ugly ass shirt he got on, man. I don't know why you wearing that, man. Why you gotta come on my show wearing that mess, man? I got Rococo on. I don't have no OSU on. Oh, that's right, y'all playing them.
That's all I had.
Never mind. OU's playing in the finals of softball. So
Win
okay.
again. Dominate.
I'm not gonna say anything different, man. I'm gonna agree with.
How can you?
Anyway, so hope everybody's having a good day. I don't have a comeback for that. I don't really have anything to say. Anyway, today we're coming to you from Coco's Patio. It's beautiful out here. Coco's at 4308 Northwestern in Oklahoma City. For catering events, you can contact them at 405-534-8838. Now, of course, their event center is down at the original Rococo's over on, I think it's 28th and Penn. That's where their events and stuff are. But if you're catering, they're fantastic. They're open Sunday through Thursday from 11 a.m. to 10 o'clock p.m. And then on Fridays and Saturdays, they're open from 11 to 11. And, of course, this is Wednesday night, and Wednesday is Rococo Chicken Night. And Rococo hot chicken, if you haven't had it, boy, I'm going to tell you what, it's Nashville-style chicken. It is fantastic. If you haven't had it, please by all means come and try it. And normally I'm here on Wednesday nights. I'm here on Wednesday afternoons, and every other Wednesday. This Wednesday I'm at Rococo's. Next Wednesday I'm at Ned's, and I flip-flop every Wednesday. But Wednesday nights we do After the Storm, the Thunder Show. And But it's kind of hard to do it right now because you got NBA basketball and you got the softball. So I'm kind of like, I can't, I really want to be here, but they do have live music, of course, on Wednesday nights. So starting next Wednesday, we'll be back here Wednesday nights doing After the Storm on Wednesday nights. So, which is, they're talking about the draft coming up. So what the Thunder, who they need to pick. I love Tyler Henderson. That's who I want from UCF. He's a beast. Long, shoot, athletic. He can play defender. And what do we need? We need a shooter and a wing defender. He takes care of both of those, but I don't know if he'll be there. I doubt if he'll be there at 12. I think, if he's there earlier than that, I think Utah will snatch him because that's their type of player. So, but I think, we got enough draft picks. Let's move up and get that bad boy. I really like him. But, a lot of people have us taking guards. I'm like, okay, guard play we okay unless you're trying to get rid of Isaiah Joe and Trey Mann ain't what you want him to be clearly. So maybe that's it, but I don't know. But we'll talk about all of that tonight. Today we're talking about, we're going to start out talking about Liv. Okay. Yesterday I went off on this rant about I never had a problem with Liv. I had a problem with Greg Norman. I don't like him. And I don't like Phil Mickelson. Okay, I don't like either one of them. And I don't like that they said they did this to grow the game. No, you did not. That is a lie. You did not do this to grow the game. Growing the game is not by doing shotgun starts, playing 54 holes. If I want to scramble, I go play. I just played the scramble a couple weeks ago. That's a scramble. That is not golf. You know what I'm saying? 18 holes, and the thing I like about 4 days versus 3, Saturdays is moving day. So usually 90% of the time on Thursday, whoever's leading on Thursday is not leading on Sunday when it comes down to it. So now in their format, shotgun start. Now, I don't mind the team concept because Tiger and Rory are doing I don't know if you know about them, doing the virtual golf. They're dividing into teams of 3 and doing that. That I'm interested in seeing because I think that'd be cool, especially since you can be right there in a football, basketball arena style, and then you've got the you got the traps, or you got the sand traps, and then you have the green. So that, to me, that would be. Now I'd love to go just see that because I don't have to walk around, because like I don't know if you guys have been to golfing events, but you have to pick a hole, basically, that you're gonna sit and watch everybody come through, or you can walk around and like after a while, if you've ever been to Augusta, doing all that walking, it ain't fun. Neither is Southern Hills. Southern Hills is hilly for a reason. That's why they call it Southern Hills, because it is hills. So I like to be able to do that. For me at Southern Hills, I like to sit there right there at 17 green in the stands right there, because the green is literally right in front of you. And then the 18th fairway is right there. So I can sit here, I can see the green, I can turn my head, and there's the 18th fairway with the green. So I can see them tee off, come over there. So I love that at Southern Hills. Sit there. It's great. Plus, the tent is there usually. Usually they have cocktails that are being served over there. So, I mean, I'm not opposed to having a cocktail or two or three. I mean, you know how that works. Anyway, but back to the live thing. Rory, he's right in the fact that they've gone from nonprofit now to for-profit. The Saudi Arabians are backing it financially, so you're going to be set there.
Money's there.
And then on top of that, I have an issue with the cuts, doing cuts. Hell no. Look, we're professional athletes. We played professionally. We went after. If you don't do your job, you don't need to be playing. Why am I just giving you money to play and you ain't doing your job? No, you need to do your job to get paid. Now, do you give them enough to get them into it? Yes. Should they pay to get into an event? No, I don't believe that. Do you think about it? Do you like that? I don't like that. So take that away. But the way I look at it is this. The thing with the Saudi back, I never had an issue with that because, come on. They in a lot of stuff. And, Tiger can't say he ain't never been over to Dubai and took $1 million for an appearance fee or $2 million or $5 million or whatever it is they paid him to come over there to show up. So, and how many athletes have gone over to China or whatever for an appearance fee. So you can't, that's out the window. So I don't have a problem with that. I just don't like the way Phil and the Shark did, Greg Norman did. Because like Pat Perez said, you guys are not doing it to improve golf. You doing it for the money. So to me, just fess up like Bruce Koepka, you did it for the money. A, and B, you can't really win consistently on the PGA Tour to make the amount of money that you were going to make over here playing easy golf. And then you talk about, I want to play less golf. You played more golf playing in the LIV Tour than you did if you was on the PGA. So that was a lie. You did it for the money.
Just say it.
Just say it. How do you feel about that?
If you're able to get a certain amount of money and it's legal, what's the problem?
What's the problem? And like I heard Colin Cowherd today, he's talking about, how they invited him to be on the thing, and Colin's like, no. And he said, because they didn't offer enough money, he said, now, it was 6 figures instead of 8 figures or 9 figures.
Wow.
He said, so if we'd have been a 9-figure deal, 10 million or something, then the wife and I are going to sit down and she's going to say, honey, we need to sit down and have a conversation about this.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? And I agree with that. And he goes, everybody has a price. I said, no, everybody does not have a price. Everybody doesn't. Because Tiger got offered $1 billion, $800 million, whatever it was, he said no. Jack Nicklaus got offered $500 million. He said no. 500 million. And Tiger got offered, I heard it was $1 billion, he said 800 million. And he said no, but they're billionaires.
Yeah,
What's that going to help me when all of a sudden now I can no longer go out and build golf courses. I can't make my $20 million a year I make because I was a PGA, one of the best of all time. That ends, which is what happened to Phil. You took the $200 million, but then you lost the $20 million to $15 million you're going to get forever. You 70, 80 years old. You ain't playing golf no more, but you're still getting paid. That went out the window for the $200 million that you took. And really, what was that? Depending on where you live, that's only $100 million. Because if in Cali, that's $100 million. That ain't $200 million. That's $100 million. Okay, so depending on where you live, depends on how much money you got of that 200. Am I wrong? So, that's my thing with it, and I do agree with Rory. It's going to grow the game. It's going to help the game because it's now financially secure overall, period. But, like Derek Jeter said, loyalty one way is stupidity. And that's what Rory was. That's what Morikawa was. That's what John Rahm was. They were all loyal to the PGA Tour. And the PGA Tour said, screw it. At least they could have had a conversation with him before they made the decision. You're on the advisory committee, and he just made the decision without going to the committee and asking them. Now, I bet you they went to their big sponsors. I bet you they went to Coke. I bet you they went to Cadillac. I bet they went to FedEx. I bet you he went to them to ask them if they were okay with it and how they not, because they do business with them too.
Right.
Do they not?
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, so what is your feelings on it? How you think?
I think they're hypocrites.
Talking about the PGA Tour. Yeah.
At first, we standing on it.
Yep.
Now, all of a sudden, everybody cool with it.
Everybody cool with it.
So you weren't standing on principle.
No.
Listen, there are people that I don't necessarily have the same view of certain things, right?
Uh-huh.
But I can still have respect for somebody who's standing up for what they really believe.
Agreed, 100.
To some sort of agreement, right? So at this point in time, they figured out a way, and really, it's interesting because I thought they got all the money over there, right?
Yep.
There's a bunch of money here too. But
Yep.
They got way more money over there.
They got way more money over there.
So when they stood their ground, that's when the things changed.
Oh, yeah, I agree.
When they stood their ground, that's when the things changed.
I agree. And we're joined by a guy, Drew Hinthorn of HuskerDrewPicks.com. What's up, bro? Drew.
Oh, man, just beating the heat.
Well, you get your butt off those roofs making a bunch of money, man. And, come on down with the rest of us. So you up there getting paid.
Trying to get make.
Did you hear me?
I moved back.
You're breaking up, man. What'd you say? What'd you say, Drew?
You there?
Yeah, now I am. We lost you there for a minute.
Yeah, I've been having trouble with my phone. I don't know what Bride's got going on these days, but it's been acting up on me the last couple days.
How old is it? Go get you a new one. Upgrade. Is it 5, 6 years old? You bought your daughter's new phone. Go get you a new one. Or do you have to ask Trish? You got to ask the wife for that. You got to ask the wife, baby, can I get a new phone?
I'm the last one to get anything around.
Oh, yeah. Well, you the father. You the dad. So, yeah, you the last one to get anything. No question about that. By the way, when you get a new truck, your wife got that nice Escalade. When you get a new truck. Huh? We're just here talking about Live Golf. Well, the same old. We're talking about Live Golf, and what are your feelings on that?
Well, I think those guys on the PGA Tour got the shaft.
Yeah.
I mean, they turned down hundreds of millions of dollars, and PGA made them feel like they were some kind of pariah because if they wanted to go join the Live Golf Tournament, and then they just turn around and do the same exact thing they told them not to do.
Yeah.
I mean,
that's
boy,
what.
If you're Hideki Matsuyama, I tell you what, I'd have a class action lawsuit against PGA right now.
Well, Rory apparently turned down 300.
But they're saying that, Strixon is the largest golf outlet in the entire world. That they're based in Asia and have the largest following of any golf, company there is. And they said that he was offered upwards of $750 million to join Live Golf and turned it down because of the loyalty to the PGA Tour. And now Live, and then they turn around and make this backroom deal without telling anybody. And I mean, if you're the Tiger Woods of the world, you don't
care.
But, I mean, Ricky Fowler turned down almost $200 million. I mean, there's a lot of people out there that turned down some money because they were made to feel like that. Live Golf wasn't going to make it. Those guys weren't going to get paid. And I tell you what, it's going to be pretty interesting how this pans out. But there's going to be some class action lawsuits. There's going to be some antitrust stuff that comes down. It's going to be crazy.
Okay, my question. I have a question. To me, do you think that when Liv know which golfers they offered what to come over, okay, they know who they offered, right?
Yep.
So do you as Liv do you turn around and say, okay, you guys stayed, and I appreciate you standing on your principles, and we want you to be happy now that we've taken over. here's XYZ number of dollars. Do you take it? Or do you say screw it? PJ?
You say if Liv offers them money, or if
Yes,
he-
if
I mean,
Liv,
what's
to satisfy what, because they turned them down to stay with the PGA Tour, to stay loyal.
right.
So do you as Liv, now that you own them, now that you own the tour, do you then turn around and say, okay, listen, we offered you whatever, so in order for you to be happy and stay with us to maintain your happiness, here is X number of dollars, and then we're going to pay you $2 million to show up at the events, or $5 million or whatever to help make up for that. How do you stay, or do you still be mad, or do you still
Well,
fight?
right. I mean, that's all going to depend on how all it shakes out. Now, does Liv own PGA, or does
That's
PGA
correct.
own Liv, or are they
Well,
combined?
Liv is the only backer, because it's now a corporation. They're changing the name. It's no longer the PGA Tour.
But they ain't gonna have
What's it going to be called?
There's no DP World Tour, and there's no PGA Tour. They're going to rename the whole thing, and the Saudis are going to back the whole thing and be the exclusive investor.
Boy,
And
if you're
Draymond
the
and
PGA, if you're the PGA, you come off like the mob, didn't you?
Yep, they came off big time.
Yes.
They kept all their players, they made all their money, and then they turn around. I mean, but let's face it, like Rory said, it's good for the game. It's good for the game because it's now financially secure.
Get everybody back, and then are they going to let them start wearing shorts?
Now, I don't know about the changes on how that's going to work. I don't know, but, I don't know. But anyway,
If we're going to do that, let's just let them wear shorts and ride in the golf carts. And
they're not going to ride. They're not doing that. I think the fundamental policies of the PGA will remain. I don't think they're going to change
They're
the.
going to have to sprinkle in some live event.
Well, what they're going to.
I mean,
Well, what I'm saying is, okay, answer my question first, both of y'all. Do you, as a player, if they came and offered you money and said, here, I offered you 200, here's 50, and then I'm giving you 2 million or 5 million for every PGA event that you show up to, I'm going to pay you an appearance fee to come. Do you do it?
I think so. I mean, you play
To
golf,
appease them.
play golf for a living.
I mean, to appease them. Now, that's not everybody. That's Matsuyama. That's
the people that they have on the hook.
That's
right?
the people. Well, it's the people that they offered money to that turned them down to stay at the PGA. Do you give them some sort of going? Okay, here, we understand. We want you to stay. We want you to be happy, and we appreciate the fact you were loyal over here. But now we want you to be loyal to us. So here's
I think
X
they're
number of
gonna have
dollars
to
plus.
because- well, I think they're going to have to, just like anything else, any other kind of merger where if you really want to keep these guys and you really want everything to be happy and the thing to run smoothly and for there not to be a bunch of ruffled
Miscontents.
feathers and
Malcontents.
I think you have to.
Yep, PJ.
I think so too. Especially for the guys that stood up for it.
Yep.
I
Yep.
think that they deserve to
Make some money.
make some money.
Yeah, for staying up. But now I'm not giving you turned down to 700 million. I'm not giving you that
Right.
because you turned that down. But I'm gonna give you 50, and I'm gonna give you whatever. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna give you whatever. I mean, because like Rory said, I stayed loyal, so there gonna have to be some discussions. In other words, yeah, we're gonna have some discussions about how much money I turned down and how much money you gonna give me to make me happy.
And that's probably the major part at the end of this. We see where it's going.
Yeah.
Now, what I'm looking for is, I do think that the guys that said no
Yep.
at the beginning,
Yep.
being loyal, they should get some more money.
They should get more money. I agree.
They should get more. Now, how much I don't know.
Yeah.
But they should get more money because they're not going to get the money that they were going to get over there.
No,
off the rip.
that's not
so,
me.
so they've already lost.
And are
some
they-
money.
Yep.
And are they honoring the contract of the guys that they paid to go to live, like
Yes.
Koepka?
Yes.
They're going to pay them. They're going to pay out that share.
Well, you remember though, you get 200 million, but it's not at once. It's
Right.
paid per year. It's not you made 200, but it's for you to be there 2 years, 3 years, or whatever the life of the contract was. So the question
Right.
is, do they maintain that contract and still show up, or do they just pay them per event? Because somebody told me that if you like Dustin Johnson, they got all that money. He was winning the 10 million, but that 10 million gets taken away from what they gave you.
Right.
So it's kind of like a draw. I'm giving you this money, and then if you make the money, then you pay that draw back. And I'm like, well, okay. So if I don't win anything, I get to keep the money? Why would I win? What's my incentive in winning? Do you have an incentive to win? But I don't know. I mean, I just think to me, like Derek Jeter said, loyalty one way is stupidity. It really is. It
Right.
really is. I mean, so it kind of sucks for them, but it is what it is. But okay, so moving on, let's talk about the NBA game tonight. Uh, I was waffling back and forth. On Monday, I was all about the Heat. Yesterday, I kind of waffled back to Denver, and now I think that I like Denver tonight. I'd like the Heat's the points, but I kind of like Denver. What do you think, Drew?
Man, I'm leaning towards the Heat. I mean, at home, with plus points, short lines. I mean, I like the under a lot tonight. I think it's going to be a physical basketball game. I think the Heat kind of figured out some magic potion there. They're gonna get up in the shooters of Denver. It's all going to depend on how this game is refereed. If they let Denver live on the free throw line, I think Denver can win the game. But if they let this game get physical, I think it all points to the Heat winning. But I think the Heat have beat the better competition too, so I don't really see them fading.
Yep.
I think they're going to be right with them. This series. I think they go step. So,
PJ?
I think this is going to be a very interesting game, and I think it's going to be really close because they've kind of tapped each other right now.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? 1-1, and I think it's going to come down to role players. And the reason I say that is they're going to be looking for the star.
Yep.
Right?
Yeah.
So sometimes they double a guy or do something like that. You want to have somebody else who can knock down the shot.
Like Michael Porter Jr.
Right. Or play good defense. I'm not saying that you have to steal the ball all the time, but I'm saying at a certain point, you have to own something during that game.
Agreed.
And once you figure that out, they couldn't deal with the big boy at the first game. The second game, it was
Nope.
Jimmy. Now, this is when it really is going to start. They've touched each other.
Yep.
They've kind of tapped it. They've seen
Yep.
what they can do, what this can do. Now, with everybody knows what's going on, that is where the coaching and the experience are going to come in my opinion.
that's not about to ask you. How big a role is Spoelstra going to play in this game tonight, being the better coach?
Oh, he's an incredible coach.
Yeah. Okay. I said the other night, guys, I was like, okay, I have zero problem with him not calling timeout with 12 seconds left. Do either one of you have a problem with him not calling timeout? Drew?
No, I don't. I mean, a lot of times that backfire, you got the team on their heels. A lot of times it'll backfire against you. Call those timeouts, let defense set up. And I think it's fine. I didn't have any problem with it.
You know, one thing that I thought that I liked what the Jimmy Butler and them did. Jimmy Butler, when they were coming down court, Jimmy Butler took Jokic. Vincent took Jamal. And they knew they were going to do a pick and roll. And when they did the pick and roll and they switched, Jimmy was now on Jamal Murray. To me, I thought that was fantastic, smart playing by the Heat because they knew the pick and roll was coming. So now Jamal Murray's got Jimmy Butler, not what's his name on, not Vincent on it.
Right.
Did y'all?
Just let them just roam.
Yeah. Well, the thing is this: the role players are going to have to make a difference. I agree with that 100%. But dude, did you see they left them open for 26 wide open threes? 26 wide open threes in 2 games. Wide open. How do you leave somebody wide open like that? I don't understand that. That's just me.
Not that they thought they were playing the Lakers.
Well, you know, Miami was one of the worst three-point shooting teams in the league. So that's one of the things that I saw about that. So I was looking at to me, and Drew, in fact, we're gonna take a break here in a minute, then we're gonna come back and then we're gonna discuss your picks and talk about that. But when I'm looking at this game, the coaching advantage definitely goes to Miami. The overall depth of talent goes to Denver. But when it comes down to it, Spoelstra and the little coaching changes and the little things that he does in-game stuff that he does makes all the difference. And I don't think Malone keeps up with him. But that being said, Michael Porter Jr. is going to have to step up. But I thought it was good. What they did in game 2 though, Michael Porter Jr. has to be set up to shoot. He can't really take you off the bounce. Okay? And by them forcing.
He got that step back that he hit from the corner that he's hit a few times.
Yeah, but I'm just saying.
He doesn't really create his own shot.
That's right.
It's not like he's going to take you off the dribble.
But with Joker having to go be aggressive and doing scoring himself, he took Michael Porter completely out the game. Do you agree?
Absolutely.
Yeah, so I'm just like, man, I loved it. I loved what I was seeing there. But at this time, we're going to take a break, and we're going to thank our sponsors, Collaborative Logic, for doing what they do for us all the time, man, getting us up and running. Had some issues yesterday. They came online and remoted in and got my stuff fixed yesterday afternoon, so I appreciate them being able to do that. If you have any needs for any computers or your network being redone, or you need some software to make your office run smoother, they are the people. Also, website design, they are great for that. SRB, if you have any engineering, surveying, or planning, talk to my guy Mark Long over there. They love to be behind the scenes. If you're building a building and doing all of that, they get it all set up for you so everything runs smoothly. Oak Grove Trucking and my guy Jose Fierro. Now that it's dry, Drew. Hey, he's supposed to be coming by here today. I ain't seen him, Drew. He's supposed to be coming by. Here today, but I haven't seen him yet. Nafe Cole and our guys Greg and Max Nafee supporting me as they always do, taking care of all the little stuff that I need to do as far as kids and things like that. YNB, family owned and operated since 1912.
The bank, make things happen.
Yes, they are. They're an equal housing lender and a member of the FDIC. They also are a sponsor for us to go out and do remote live streams at minority women and black-owned businesses in the Oklahoma City area. Also, you can pre-qualify online at www.ynbok.com. That's www.ynbok.com. Or you can go in and see the guys over at the main bank at 401 Elm, downtown Yukon.
Yeah, go see Carson and Nathan Taylor and the Horn Man. And what time is it right now? Almost 3. You still see
All three of them are there at 2:30.
Get in there and see them at 2:30. Make it quick, though.
Yep. You got to do that. Or you can go to YNB East over on Yukon Parkway, just east.
Eddie.
Yeah, go see. No, Eddie's not there. He's at YNB Peoples. Yeah, he's at Peoples. And then, of course, YNB Mustang, 218 North Mustang Road, YNB Parkway on Garth Brooks, and I-40 just south of R40 right there on Garth Brooks Boulevard. Great place to go. Or YNB Peoples, where you can go in and see Eddie or Dennis over there on 23rd between MacArthur and Rockwell. And then, of course, our latest sponsor, DT Construction and Consulting, at 405-209-4051. They're fantastic. Dude, by the way, that house looked fantastic. You did the roof on. I saw that on your deal. Man, that place looked good.
That's good work right there. We picked up 3 or 4 scopes on that job and said, let's customer know that, we do more than just roofing. We're a small construction company, but we do soft metal, we do gutters down, we do power washing, we do about anything there is to do. If you got something out there needs done, no project is too small.
We have them turn the music down. Just go in and have them turn it down. Okay. Yeah, dude, I saw that. I was like, damn, Drew, that is fantastic, man. That house looked great. But anyway, you can contact them. They're respectful, local, and loyal. If you have an issue, the good thing about them, they will answer their phone, unlike some companies you get and you can't even talk to them anymore because that phone is either disconnected or they're back in Louisiana or Florida or wherever the hell they came from. So contact the guys over there. Contact my guy, Drew Hint, on 405-209-4051. Or you can contact them via email, dtconstruction2015@outlook.com. That's dtconstruction2015@outlook.com. Now, Drew, dude, you've been on fire lately on your picks. Talk to us about what you got. You got the Heat +3.
I do. I got the Heat +3 tonight, and I'm playing the under the 214 total. As PJ and you guys were talking earlier, I think this is a game of adjustment. I think that this game's going to get physical. I think it's going to be close. And in a close game, a physical game, it's usually going to go under that total. Miami only gives up about an average of 101 points on their home floor. So if you're taking the Heat, I tell you, I'm telling you that they're not going to beat Denver by no 10, 15 points.
No.
It'll be right under. It'll be right on that number. 104, 101. But if you like Denver, then maybe play the over because I think Denver's going to have to score.
Yeah,
114,
I
115.
like Denver in the game, but I like the Heat in the points. I think they do.
You're thinking about a tight game, so the
Yes.
under is where you need to be playing.
Right, I agree with that. And then, of course, in Major League Baseball, how about those Pirates, dude? I'm gonna tell you what. Since you turned me on to them, they've been ridiculous, bro. Unbelievable.
Hey, what a division! I mean, I'm telling you what, they're going to be an outside shot to make the playoffs. But they got another game today. They're money line -171. When's the last time you seen the Pirates a 171 favorite?
I don't remember when the last time I saw that, if ever. And by the way, your Braves money line -119. How about that come behind win against the Jets Mets Jets Clippers? The Mets Jets Clippers.
How about them barking at the pitcher for the Braves in the second inning when they hit back-to-back 2-run home runs, telling him to throw it again, and then they blow the lead, and Atlanta starts chirping back in. That rivalry is getting more intensity every week.
Yeah, it is.
They
Well,
don't like each other. And tonight you got Scherzer and Fried on the mound. Not Fried, sorry. Scherzer and Strider on the mound tonight.
oh, that's going to be a good one tonight, man. But the problem is, Drew, how are you going to watch it because you got softball on one TV and you got the NBA Finals on the other TV?
Well, I'll have my
You
Braves
have a
on-
third TV?
I'll have the Braves on the laptop. And,
Oh, on the laptop. So you got it all covered, do you?
Got softball. I don't know. I think softball might be a little overrated. I think OU's going to pummel them.
I think it's going to be a good game.
You think so?
Yeah, I think it's going to be a good game. Because OSU spanked Florida State 3 times during the year. And then Florida State got on a roll in the playoffs, or once the playoffs started. And they've just been, dude, I'm telling you, man, they got a nice pitcher there. It's going to be a good game. It's going to be worth it. But anyway, we'll talk about that here in a minute. You got the Marlins money line 173.
You got Scherzer and old man Charlie Morton on the mound tonight, but tomorrow night you got Verlander and Strider. So a couple really good games coming up between these two teams that should be highly competitive.
Yep, and then you got the Marlins money line -173.
Yeah, don't look now, but the Marlins have the second best record in National League behind the Braves.
Oh, do they?
Yeah, they've taken over the Dodgers for the second best record.
Why you had to throw that in there, didn't you? You had to throw that in there, didn't you? That's okay.
Just a little dig.
Yeah, okay. Mariners Padres, you're taking the over 8 -120.
I'm taking the under.
Oh, under. I'm sorry. Yes, under. It's under 120.
That's that little deal I've been telling you that my buddy told me that San Diego, all their games at home have been going under, and I've been playing this under, and it's undefeated. So and the Mariners
Well, now, Drew, as soon
aren't
as you
up.
say that, you know it's going to be over now as soon as you said that.
Well, yeah, but the Mariners are offensively challenged. They don't have a lot. They got more pitching than they do bats. So that's liable to be a pretty low-scoring game.
Yep, and then the Giants. Dude, you're doing a lot of over-unders today. You got the Giants Rockies over 9.5.
Rockies are an afternoon game up in Mile High.
Oh, it's going
so
to.
that'll
Oh,
fly
yeah.
out of there.
That ball's going to fly out of there. Yeah. Giants. And then you got the my Dodgers, even though you're talking trash about them, and the Reds. Man, that's been a great series, too.
Now, did you see that kid last night that the Reds brought up, the number 1 prospect in baseball?
Yes.
Yeah, that kid's a monster.
He's a monster,
He come
dude.
in and did, what do you have, a double, a triple, and then hit one off the wall?
Yeah.
Against Dodgers?
Yes, it was unbelievable. He was on fire, dude. Talking about somebody who's ready to be called up. Then, of course, the Tigers and the Phillies over 8 plus
Might be
100.
over there. The Phillies should score 8 runs themselves, and Tigers don't have a whole lot of pitching, and they're catching them at the back end of their bullpen here. So I like the Phillies, and I like the over in that matchup.
Now tonight, as we were talking about, we got OU and FSU at 7:00 Wednesday tonight. 7:00 game. The NBA game's at 7:30. So I'm just going, man. I need to go get me some cigars. Because I know I'm going to be smoking 2-3 cigars tonight, 4 cigars, and I already know it's going to be intense with the softball. But you don't think it'll be close? You think OU is just going to?
I know. I think that if you were going to get OU, you should have got them before the championship series. I just think They got too much experience. I think they've been waiting all year, the 51 game win streak and all that. They've been waiting to get to this moment. And I just think they.
Well, I don't know. Stanford, Drew. Stanford had them on the ropes. Did they not? Did they not, PJ? They had them on the ropes.
It's close. It's close.
Go ahead. Sorry.
Go ahead, PJ.
Well, that's what the team needs.
Yeah.
They need to see,
Right.
not necessarily lose, but have the feeling that they can lose and then come back and some people once they get down, they put it in the head. People that have won before.
Yeah, been there
they're
before.
more comfortable about it. It doesn't mean that they're definitely going to win, but they're more comfortable in these type of settings because they've done it more.
Well, Joe, and I agree.
A little bit of a wake up call. I think they got yesterday in Stanford that they're going to have to. They're going to come with their A+ effort every night, and I think Florida State will get OU's A+ effort.
Yeah, they. I tell you what, down 7-4, 2 outs, 2 strikes, get a single, come back, down 2 outs, 2 strikes, home run, send the game in the OT, 2 outs, 2 strikes, bam, home run, game over. I was like, and then they turn around, OSU beating them 2-0. They come back in top of the 7th, score runs. Stanford 2-0. Stanford blocked them. Only got 2 runs the first time. Then old girl, dude, that freshman girl. Hey, I have a $1 million question. Is she gonna be wearing red in OU next year? Since they steal every pitcher that's going against them.
If she want to win, right? If she want to win, she gonna come home.
Oh my God, you hear that, Drew?
OU all day.
I did. I hear it. It's gonna be beautiful out there.
It is. It's gonna be beautiful.
78 degrees first pitch.
How about them moving into? How about going to Orlando next year? They're gonna alternate the site.
They've been crying about that, bro.
To me,
they've been crying about that now.
My deal is this.
Everybody was mad that we winning a whole bunch of these championships over here. A lot of people mad.
I know they mad, but OU gonna win no matter where the hell they play.
I know, but they mad though.
I agree.
That's why they're doing.
So you and I've kind of gone back and forth. I definitely think it's a home field advantage, bro. You can't say it's not. It definitely is, 100%. But that being said, it's the home of college softball Hall of Fame.
Right there at the top of the hill. Top of the hill.
Yeah, get better, get a better team, and it shouldn't matter where you play. Rose Bowl. Nebraska had to play Miami how many times in the Orange Bowl before they finally won one?
Yep.
They didn't move the Orange Bowl because OU and Nebraska couldn't beat Miami down there.
No, they did not.
You got to just get better and beat them.
You do remember when Arizona was the best, right?
Arizona used to be the best.
Then it stayed in California.
Stayed in California.
Now it's here. So it's unfortunately at some point the dynasty is not going to be
it's
as
going to at some
consistent
point
as it
go.
is, and hopefully we get it back. That happens with anybody.
Everything
right?
goes through stages. Yeah.
The reason why this happened is how you have the facilities. People did what they had to do to get it there.
Yep.
The fans came.
Yep.
And then you see the run.
Yep.
It's not going to be here always.
Yep. But remember,
nothing is forever.
PJ, let me ask you this: have you seen anything on the new stadium for the softball in Norman yet? What are they gonna do down there? How far off is that?
I don't know yet. I heard a friend that was talking about it 2 days ago. I'm gonna try to call him tonight, and I'll get back with you.
Okay, yeah, because I know that the Loves gave them the final bit of money that they needed, so it's paid for. So I know that, but at the same time, I would say, Drew, well, Patty's probably going to be gone, 2 years? She said 25 was her, that was always her goal, was to leave it in 25.
There's going to be a question, though.
Her son is taking over.
She's going to be athletic director?
No, she's not going to be athletic director, but hey, her son is taking over as coach. That's why he left, to get some experience. Her husband is at MacU. As the softball coach over there, but I think that her son is going to come back and take over.
I don't have a problem with that.
Drew, your thoughts?
I don't have a problem with that.
If she's grooming him, she's probably going to have the choice of who's going to be the coach.
She's probably going to have a say.
Probably. Yeah.
Well, it's like Stu.
After the top two over there, that's going to decide it. It's her after that, right?
True.
So,
well, she's going to have the input.
No, she's going to have some input. But
well, isn't it like Stoops and Lincoln Riley? Stoops basically picked Lincoln Riley. It was the same thing.
Yeah.
I mean,
We wish he could have that choice back.
Well, if you have that choice back,
yeah,
but but you know what, if you
Matty left, but he did recruit and he did put the teams out on the field.
And you got to put it like this, Drew. He had back-to-back Heismans.
Yeah.
and then he had a guy who finished second. So, you know,
They just kept running into people like Georgia and Alabama in the damn playoff, and not too many
but
people beat them anyway.
Baker's senior year, had he not got sick, they would have beat Georgia. Because he came, but that second half he was sick. That second half he was sick. You could tell he had ran out of juice.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is,
You were winning until he got. Yeah, go ahead, Drew.
but at that point, it's about who can perform in the moment,
No, I agree.
right?
I agree.
So I don't know if we were necessarily as physical as they were if we got into that type of.
Yeah,
We need to go over the top more.
yeah. Well, I'm just saying
that way,
But what I'm
it ain't
saying
gonna
is
work like that.
he was sick, and he made it a half. The second half, I've never seen Baker Mayfield overthrow receivers. Had never seen that.
He don't never.
That Georgia had 2 NFL running backs. coming
Yeah,
down
that too.
down the
But
hill.
what I'm saying, Drew, if you're making first downs, the running backs stay off the damn field.
Right.
So, but anyway, that was just my thought process on that and what was happening with them. So, and then also I was talking about in NBA news, by the way, James Harden is trying to decide between Houston and Philly. And if I'm Houston, why the hell would I want James Harden?
If you're Philly, why would you? I mean,
If you're Philly, Daryl Morey and him are tight.
That's what I'm saying.
But this is the deal. James took $15 million pay cut last year to win a championship. It didn't happen. Didn't happen. So he took the. Huh?
He's gonna go to Houston.
Yeah, but I'm saying if I'm Houston, why would I want him? I've got these young, talented players coming up. If James comes there, that stunts their growth. That stunts their growth.
And if you're James Harden, you want to win now, or you want to put it off now?
Well, I don't
You
think
win
James.
now, it's Philly.
I don't think James cares.
And James could be the point guard.
But James is. I think that you got players, you got guards down there. You're going to stunt the growth of these young guys if you bring him there. You got Ime Udoka.
But you still got James.
Udoka.
But you still have James. You need to get as much as you can out of him.
Yeah, I understand that, but to me,
And
I don't.
He's gonna play harder.
James not gonna play. James ain't
He's
gonna play
play
harder.
harder somewhere where he wants to be.
James ain't gonna play harder. He is who he
He
is.
got
James,
two-
James,
he
James.
moved
Listen,
around two different
listen.
places.
James.
Harden, I stay in Philly. I
Yeah,
stay with the
but this is it. James Harden wants to go to Houston for one reason. It's a strip club capital of the world.
And what else?
That's why he wants to go
and
there.
What else? The guy that's gonna protect him forever.
Well, that guy is in Houston. I mean, he's in. That's Daryl Morey.
I think he's gonna go.
That's Daryl. Daryl Morey's in Philly.
I think he's gonna go.
But Daryl Morey's in Philly. The guy who's been protecting his ass is in Philly.
Might not be there long.
And let's be honest, James played pretty well in the playoffs last
He
year.
did.
Yeah, he did. Which is unlike him.
Yeah.
He can be great whenever he wants to be.
No.
He-
I don't
he-
agree with
listen,
that. I don't agree with
listen,
that.
This is what I'm saying. There are moments he can look like the best person on the court.
I agree.
And then there are moments he's like, what is he doing?
Right.
And that's what it's gonna, that's kind of what it looks like, right?
Yeah.
The first game that he won this year,
Yeah.
he
No,
blew,
no.
he blew him away.
No.
But then what happened the next game?
But PJ, my deal is this: James Harden can't turn it. James Harden is he's like with Oklahoma City. Remember when he was here? We got to the finals because he beat the San Antonio Spurs, not KD, not Russell. He went off on San Antonio.
He did go
Okay, went off on them. That's why we got to the finals. Then the next year he gone. Then the next year,
They shouldn't have never-
then the
they
next
should
year,
have never traded.
hey, then the next year, the coach is gone. And then 2 years later, KD is gone. And then Ibaka is gone. Oklahoma City chose Russell Westbrook over Kevin Durant. And they will regret that decision forever. They chose Russell over Kevin Durant and James Harden. That's what they did. And they're going to regret that. We may never recover from that decision. But Russell was the number one pick of the Thunder. He was their first pick. Because remember, Kevin was here with Seattle. Even though the Thunder owned them, the Thunder's first draft pick was Russell Westbrook.
To me, they should have kept James.
Yes, what I'm saying is,
He was supposed to be Oklahoma City's go-to guy.
yeah,
Right?
Manu, he was supposed to.
He got his nickname here. They had all the signs, the beard. He was allowed. They loved him, and then he's gone.
Dude, he gone. But that's what I'm saying. But I'm saying is the common denominator is Russell. Okay, James left.
It's also the fans too.
No, what I'm saying.
You don't call a great player who has been playing good for you and call him what? Mr. Unreliable on the front of the newspaper? I'm not listen. I'm
James,
just saying,
but James was not upset about that. James
yes,
was not upset. No, he wasn't,
and
because
he wasn't getting the money he wanted to get.
Mike, we talked to a guy who's good friends with his parents and James was pissed because the Thunder gave him whatever the hour to just make a decision.
Yeah.
I mean, you did what you're saying is I don't want you. That's what they're saying. That's what my bottom line is.
They didn't want to pay him.
They picked.
wanted to
I
pay
mean,
Ibaka.
I'm sorry, $15 million. Come on, Drew. Am I wrong? $15 million. You went into. Remember, we went into the luxury tax when we had Paul George and Russell. We went into the luxury tax with that team.
Mm-hmm.
So it wasn't the money. It wasn't the money. They chose Russell instead of James. Then, because Russell didn't want Scotty Brooks, they chose Russell over Scotty Brooks. Then they chose Russell over Kevin Durant and Ibaka. Everybody who was on the opposite side of him is gone.
To me, this is just my opinion. Once they start doing that, I didn't think they was trying to win no more.
No. Well, they was trying to win, but
No. I don't mean that the players. I'm saying slowly people was leaving.
The organization was
The
making a choice.
organization was not getting the player. Listen, everybody knows that man that makes those decisions can find talent anywhere.
Yep.
He's one of the best of looking at talent.
Yep.
And there's no question about it. However you want to rank him, he's there somewhere.
Yeah, somewhere, yes.
Look what happened when he turned the faucet back on.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
They got better. They young. He knows what he's doing. In my opinion, I don't know it to be true. In my opinion,
I agree.
I didn't think they wanted to pay all that money.
I agree, but my deal is this, Drew, and I talk about this, and I'm gonna talk about this on the show on After the Storm. They chose to keep us from going to the playoffs this year for one more bite at the apple. Do we all three agree with that? To get in the lottery one more time. Do we all three agree?
Yeah.
Drew?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Now, what that says is one of two things. One, you wanted to get in there to get the chance to get Wembanyama, or they won't take Miller because of the theme, or they want to take Scotty. But my thing is this. This is my opinion. I think that they realized Chet is not who they think that he was. That's my opinion. He's not what they thought he was going to be. Because you have your three young guns, you got a chance to go to the playoffs, you can get them playoff experience, you get your coach to find out if your coach can coach in the playoffs.
Which is major.
And you chose not to do that. And I think that now by doing that, you're telling me that Chet ain't what you would. Because if Chet is the guy you need, what the hell are you losing for? Why are you trying to go get another bite at the apple if you've got a guy that is the number two pick, and he's what you thought he was? Why are you going there? Can you help me, Drew?
You also see the type of injury that he has is an injury that keeps reoccurring.
Yep.
Time and time again. That between Durant or Odom or go down a list of
Bill
had that injury.
Bill Walton.
Yeah, and I think they were covering their bases. That maybe he doesn't recover like they hope he will, or maybe he won't be the same player that they thought he was going to be. Maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, I agree, PJ.
Yeah, I think I agree with both of them. The thing about it is the chemistry. I think they got a nice chemistry.
Oh, they got a nice chemistry, those three.
Yeah, I think they got a nice chemistry. But it's, as we know, on different sporting events, football, basketball, baseball, whatever it is, at a certain point in time, it's close, and that's when you see what's really going on.
What's really going on,
What's really going on. Who can do it under fire?
Yep. Well,
right?
Yeah.
I think I think they made the moves that they needed to make. But to me, my biggest thing is this. If you got to trade somebody, we know SGA is off the table, and I think Josh is off the table. And now I think J-Dub is he off the table? Or is that kind of Drew? I mean, is he off the table?
We'll see who they draft.
Well, right now they're projecting to draft 2 guards.
Yeah,
That says a lot.
that tells me he's not off the table.
Yeah, that's a lot right there. Yeah.
Well, is that saying he's not?
He is right what he's saying.
Okay, is he?
I'm with what he's saying. Right now.
Okay, is he saying that, or are you saying that that's an Isaiah Joe? You're done with him, and Trey Mann, and you need that extra guy coming off the bench to replace those two guys with a younger guy. Is that what you're saying? And you keeping the rest intact?
That's what I'm thinking.
Yep, me too.
I mean, because to me, I like Drew and I both we like Hendricks. Do we not, Drew?
Yeah.
And
do.
PJ, you like him too.
Yeah.
I like him. I mean, 6'8", shoot, play guard, long, defend. I mean, why do you not go up and get him, Drew? I mean, we got draft picks. Do you not give up a draft pick? You got 4 first-round picks next year.
I like him. I like the kid from KU.
Yeah, well, Brady Dick, I like him too.
Dick's going to be a good player.
He's a shooter and he can defend somewhat.
That's what
Yeah.
you need.
Somewhat
He
defend.
can defend, and he's long. He's kind of a Tyler Hero, type.
Well, he's better defender than Hero is, though, I think.
Probably.
Don't you? Yeah, because he played.
Speaking of Hero, is he coming back tonight?
Nope, he's not playing tonight. They think he's practicing, but I think that the Heat are going to see what happens tonight. If they beat them without Tyler Hero, I don't know if they'll play Tyler Hero. If they lose, then I think they play him next. I play him game 4.
It'd be a good time to sit him down for a little bit.
Well, no, what I'm saying is that if the Heat win game 3, there's no need to play him.
Right.
If they lose game 3, then yeah, you're going to need to play him.
All hands on
Yeah,
deck.
but my deal is this, Drew. How do you give up 26 wide open threes? How? The Thunder are horrible defensively on the wings, and we didn't give up 26 in 2 games. That is am I wrong, or is that a lot of wide open threes?
Very wide open.
That's a lot, man.
Very wide open.
That is a lot. Oh, hey, and Ben asked me a question yesterday, and I really don't have an answer. I didn't have an answer.
Mm-hmm.
Now, he asked me when we played in Colorado, did the altitude affect the basketball? Now,
The
football,
actual weight of the basketball?
well, the football, it might because it's outdoors.
It is
I don't
for
know if you can indoors because you're in a controlled environment. And like I said, it didn't affect me, but I always, when I got to pick a ball, I picked the lightest ball that I could find. Because I don't like a heavy ball. Do you like a heavy ball, Drew, or light ball?
I like a heavy football too, though. I mean, I have put more control over it, but that's just me.
Yep. What about you?
I got smaller hands.
Oh, so how do you have small hands? You're a wide receiver. How does that work, Drew?
Catch.
How the hell does that work, man?
I'm not sure.
How the hell does that
Did
work?
I tell you my Buffalo story before?
No, go ahead, tell us.
Right. So, okay, this is my freshman year.
Okay.
My freshman year. And Corey Warren, great friend of mine,
Yep.
teammate. So he says, hey, listen, at this game, don't go up to the front. I said, why? He said, just don't go up to the front. He said, I want to be seen. He said, he laughed, okay. So he goes back there and comes back up and said, you sure? I said, okay. So I'm sitting there, standing there. Coach Gibbs is right here, and one of the other guys was on this side. It was Corey Warren. So I'm sitting there, right, and all of a sudden, I'm bouncing, but I'm not bouncing myself.
Right.
I'm doing this. I'm like, what's going on here? And I look, and there's 3 buffaloes on this side, running on this side of the field, and 3 buffaloes over there. They turn it around and run it at us.
And you're standing there.
Hey, I turned around and went to the back and said, we told you don't do it, you hard-headed. And they pushed me out there again. Now, little did I know, they had a plan because, like, on the left side, there was a cage over there. And it hit the cage. The buffaloes hit the cages and just backed it all the way back over there. And then I had to go up on the field. I was shook. It's a real story. I was shook. For real. I ain't never seen no real buffaloes. Listen, and there's 3 guys on one side, 3 guys on the side. None of them together can stop one of them.
No. If it's rolling, it's rolling.
I was running backwards. Period. They said, no, we told you to do it. I said, man,
In other words, so the moral of the story is listen to your boys when they tell you to back the hell up. That's what you're saying.
That was the message for that guy, yes. Absolutely.
Oh, that's some funny stuff right there. That is great, dude. That is great. That's great. I love it, man. Hey, Drew, we're going to do this real quick, and then we're going to bounce. We're talking about, how we do the NFL deal since you haven't been on, so we finally got you. In the NFC West, the Rams is our first schedule. The over-under is 6.5.
God, man, they have fallen, haven't they?
6
That's crazy.
and a half. Okay.
All talent, they just they get pilfered their talent off that team,
Oh,
too.
it's unbelievable. Yeah, they're all in Buffalo. They're all in Buffalo now. They've signed 5 of them. Okay.
I mean, how much longer is Jalen Ramsey going to be there?
They already get rid of Jalen, didn't they? I thought they traded him. Did they not? Jalen Ramsey.
So.
I thought they traded.
I thought they did too. Well, I need to check.
Who they trading to?
Yeah, they traded.
I don't know who they traded, but I know they traded him. Okay.
Are you sure?
I think
Go
so.
ahead.
I thought he traded.
But anyway, the first round they play at the Seahawks. So they're going home to order some Geno's pizza.
Go, boys.
That's a loss. Seahawks going to be tough this year.
Yeah, the Seahawks gonna be real tough. What's up, Ben? At the Seahawks. Yeah, Jalen Ramsey.
Traded to the Dolphins.
Oh, to the Dolphins.
They did get traded to the Dolphins. Okay.
Okay.
Never mind then. Sorry.
Okay, so at the Seahawks is their first game. Loss,
That's
win.
Geno's pizza delivering right there.
Yeah,
Rams
winning.
at the Seahawks, win or loss.
Loss.
Rams.
That's a loss. Seahawks win.
Rams.
Oh, okay. He picked the win for the Rams to beat Seahawks. There's no Geno's pizza delivery that day as far as PJ's concerned. Niners at home.
Loss.
I gave them a win. They beat the hell out of them. They beat the hell out of them.
Just own the Niners, too.
They own them, man.
I'm taking 49ers.
Okay, he's taking the 49ers, so that you 1-1.
I'll take 49ers. I got them 0-2.
At the Bengals.
That's a loss.
Another loss.
Loss. You?
The Bengals gonna lose?
No. We're talking about the Rams. They're going to win or lose.
Oh, okay.
That's a hard decision for you to make whether they're going to lose to the Bengals at the Bengals.
He likes the Rams.
I like that quarterback, man.
Oh my God! So you're picking the Rams over the Bengals, over Joe Burrow at home.
I'm not gonna pick that.
Okay, well it took you long enough. It didn't take us long. Okay, at the Colts.
That's a win.
Win.
That's a win.
Ben.
I think I'm actually gonna give them a loss there.
Oh, you'll give them a loss. Okay. Eagles at home.
That's a loss.
Loss.
The Eagles gonna lose?
No, we're talking about the Rams.
Oh, okay.
Not. Are they going to get beat by or win the team they're playing against?
I got you.
Okay, Eagles.
Yeah.
So you're picking the Eagles.
Picking
Okay, so he's saying L. Okay, Cardinals at home.
That's a win.
Win.
Yep.
Yeah, Cardinals for sure.
You picking the Cardinals to win or lose?
What do you mean?
You picking the Rams to beat the Cardinals or lose to the Cardinals?
Rams beat the Cardinals.
Okay, cool. Okay, are they going to win or lose to the Steelers? I say loss at home.
Steelers ain't got it right.
Yeah, I think that's a loss.
I think the Steelers going to spank them.
It's at the NL.
It's in LA, yeah.
I'm going to give them a win there over the Steelers.
Okay. Then of course, and Dallas.
That's a loss.
You know Dallas.
Loss.
Man. Who's Dallas versus everybody?
Dude, we know it's Dallas versus everybody. We know that. Here he goes. He's one of you, Drew. He's over there dancing. You miss. He's over there dancing, Drew.
You get out there more often.
Shout out to Drew.
Drew. Unbelievable. And Ben, go ahead, jump in there with him. You with him too.
Yep.
At the Packers.
Ooh. I think that's a loss.
Yeah, I think that may be a loss right
Loss.
Probably a loss.
Then they have a
Probably
bye.
loss in that game 7.
Then they have a bye, and then they have the Seahawks at home. So Geno's Pizza, will he be delivering that day?
Yep.
Yeah, I think Geno's Pizza delivers.
So
Yeah,
you think the Rams are going to lose to them twice?
Yep.
Yep.
Wow, I think it's a split. At the Cardinals.
That's a loss.
I think that's a loss.
Much
Browns.
better at home than they are
Yeah.
on the road.
Browns at home.
Man, just depends on what Deshaun Watson can get.
Yeah,
Um,
which one we gonna see?
Man, that's a tough game. I'll take the Browns. And
I'm taking the Browns.
That's gonna be a pick -1. That'll be a 2 or 3 point spread in that game.
Yep, I'm taking the Browns.
Browns.
I'm going Browns as well. I
And
got
then-
them at 1-11 right now.
Yep,
Browns
and then
lose
1-11 be. Then at the Ravens,
Loss.
That's a loss.
and that's December 10th. So you know it's going to be cold in Baltimore.
Yes, way cold.
That's an L. The Redskins.
I'll give them a win there.
Not the win.
They're the Commanders, but Drew loves. I had to put him in the Redskins. I have to do that for him. He cannot call them the Commanders. He just can't do it. He can't do it. He goes, they're the Redskins to me no matter what. The Saints.
I'm gonna give them a win.
I think they're gonna win that game. I don't think Saints gonna be that good.
Yeah,
Neither.
I agree. And then at the Giants.
I'll give them a win there too.
That's a loss. Giants will be tough at the end of the year. They'll be playing for the playoffs.
It'll be cold in New York too. That's December 31st, New Year's Eve.
Yep.
It's gonna be freezing cold there. I don't think the Rams are gonna be able to do a lot there.
And the Giants will probably be in the playoff hunt, and the Rams won't be.
Yep. And then the last game is at the Niners.
Loss.
That's a loss.
I have them
got
6 and 11.
Although San Fran could have the division wrapped up by then and maybe not play anybody.
Yeah, I have them 6 and 11.
I got them at 4 and 13.
Okay, now the Seahawks. Your boy Gino's Pizza. Over under for them is 8.5.
Over.
I think it'll go just over. I think they're probably gonna get it right around 9. Maybe
That's
10
what I
total.
got them at 9 wins. Is what I
They
have
stay
them at.
healthy.
Rams at home. That's a win. At the Lions.
Ooh,
That might be a loss.
that's a loss.
Yeah, that's a loss.
I think so too. Panthers at home.
Win.
Win.
I'm not with the Panthers.
So you taking a loss. You said it's going to be a loss.
Yeah, I'm with the
Okay. At Giants. Early. This is October, so it's going to be warm.
I'm gonna take Gino there.
You don't take Gino? Gino's delivering in New York.
I'm gonna offset the cross country trip. I'm gonna take the Giants.
Take the Giants at home. I'm going to say I'm going to take the Giants too as well. PJ?
Giants.
Giants. At the Bengals.
Loss.
Loss. Okay. Cardinals at home.
That's a win.
That's a
Win.
Yep.
Browns at home.
Interesting.
That's October. What is that? October 29th. So it's going to be.
That's
I'm
gonna be
gonna
close.
give him a win. I'm gonna give him a win against the Browns.
We just don't know what Deshaun's going to be. We don't have any idea, so it's kind of early for that. Then at the Ravens in November.
I think it's a loss.
I think the Ravens are gonna be tough.
I do too.
I'm with the Ravens.
Ravens. Then of course the Commanders
Win.
win. At the Rams.
Win.
I got them winning. I got them sweeping the Rams.
Yeah, I got them
Yep.
1-1. I got them lost there. Niners at home.
I think that's a loss. I think the Niners are gonna
Seattle,
be freaking wagon.
Yep, in Seattle.
I'm gonna give them a win. I think that's a payback game with the playoffs, and we'll see where the Niners are sitting with their quarterback situation. That's always a tough game. That's an interesting game. Is it like a Sunday night football or anything like that?
It's Thursday night.
Yeah, see, Thursday night football. That's a short week. I'll take the home game there.
But this is what's bad about them. Then they turn around and they have to go to the Cowboys on the following
That's a loss.
Thursday.
Yeah, I don't want
I
the
think that's a
Cowboys.
loss as well. I like the Cowboys this year.
That's when we may have to go down and catch.
Yeah, we have to do that. That's Thanksgiving.
Oh, yeah, I can't do
Or
that.
no, it's not. No, it's not. The weekend before that's Thanksgiving. The Niners at
Yeah,
Niners.
Cowboys play the Redskins on Thanksgiving.
Yeah, that's different. That's the next week. And then they have the Niners again in San Francisco. So they go Niners at home, at the Cowboys, at the Niners, and then the Eagles.
That's a tough stretch right there.
No, and then Eagles.
Loss.
Another loss. man.
That's 4 games. You got Niners at home, at Cowboys, at Niners, Eagles at home.
That's a tough blow. That's a tough
Who
little
they
flip that the league gave them.
Hey,
Who'd they make mad?
hey. Then they got to go to the Titans,
Wow.
I think
That's a
they'll
win.
win that.
and then they have the Steelers at home.
give them
That's
another
gonna
Dude,
be a good game though.
yeah, it's gonna be a good game, dude.
Sure.
Yeah, I've got them at 9 and 8. Is what I have them at.
And that's on December 31st. So
Yep, it's New Year's Eve.
New Year's
Could
Eve,
be
so
right
it'll
on
be
you
battle.
right when I got them. I think I got them 10 and 7.
Yeah, I've got them 9 and 8. The over under is 8.5.
Yep, then at the Cardinals.
Yeah, then at the Cardinals and that's a win.
That could be a big
Well,
game
actually,
for them, too.
Kyler will be back by then.
Yeah.
Kyler will be back, so
Yeah, but who's going to throw the ball to? Who's going to hand the ball off to? Who's going to block for him?
Kyler could be running for his life this year. Nobody to throw the ball to, and no running game.
Well,
No
but
J.J. Watt.
but Kyler
J.J.
decided
Watt's
he's the one that you know.
made his
The whole
bets.
thing is this. My take on DeAndre Hopkins yesterday was simple. I understand why the Cardinals did it. He ain't worth $30 million. Okay,
Yeah.
he ain't worth $30
I
million.
saw he was talking to the Titans.
Yeah, he's talking to everybody. You
Yeah,
know,
they just
because
put that on
Jerry
TV.
said
Get down to Dallas. When you
Jerry
get
said
down to
no.
Dallas.
Jerry said he's not interested. He says very unlikely. Dude, he's looking older and older and older. Jerry looking very frail right now.
Shit,
I don't know if
gotta
you've
be
seen him.
80, 88, 90 years old. Damn.
Yeah,
Huh?
you hit that wall, you start to fall apart.
This. Yeah,
How old is Jerry? You gotta be 80.
80 something. Well, if he was in the 60s when all that went down, when he got in trouble,
That was the 50s.
the 50s. So he's let me see. So he's at least 80 something. At least. At least 80
It's
something.
time for Steve
eight-
to take over.
Well, that reminds us,
He's 80,
PJ.
he's 80 on the button. He'll be
80 on the
81
button.
October 13th.
Okay, PJ, we talked about that on the air. How do you feel about them bringing that stuff up about Jerry back in the 50s?
He was 12. About 11.
Well, he was, whatever he was.
Yeah, I mean, I think he knew where he was and what was going on.
Yeah.
He was,
Now,
he was born in
I'm
42.
going to say that,
He was
but I'm
born
also going to say
42.
he was a young child. I don't know.
He was a young child.
He was a young child.
No, he knew what was going on.
But he knew what was going on.
Yeah, no doubt.
He knew what was going on.
No, there's no doubt he knew what was going on, and that's Arkansas back in the day. And Arkansas, Mississippi, Georgia,
It
Alabama,
took them a
dude.
while to catch up.
Well, because I was telling you, I said the most racist cities I've ever been in are Boston, Salt Lake City, and Birmingham, Alabama. Those are the three most racist cities I've ever been in. Now, Birmingham is not so much now because they kind of changed it over. But back
Now,
in
Birmingham's pretty much the hub of the civil rights movement now.
yeah, it was, dude. It used to be,
Yeah.
man, god dang. Because this is what they told us. We're playing there. We're playing at the University of Alabama, Birmingham. They told us don't go out past a certain time.
Why are we here at all?
Now, what does that say?
Why are we here at all if you're telling me that?
I'm like, okay, well, we play tomorrow, so it's curfew. And that's by the way, Drew. That's when Randy got the goaltending. When he was number 42 instead of 12. Whatever, man. Whatever. Like once again. Now you know where we're. Hey, Drew. I ain't trying to say anything, but we're in Birmingham. He got the goaltend. We're in Birmingham. I'm not trying to say nothing, though. I ain't trying to say nothing here now. I ain't making no comments about it. I'm just saying,
Story.
he got something that wasn't his. That's all I know. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. I'm 42. He 12. He can't touch the rim. He gets a goaltend.
There he goes.
I guess you can goaltend if you grab the net, right? If you grab the net, that's a goaltend.
Yes.
That is called 10. Slaps backboard.
But
Too hard.
Drew, when Randy played, it was the round backboard. I don't know. No, I'm kidding. Oh, I'm kidding. I'm gonna hear. Yeah, Drew, I'm gonna hear about that one. Yeah. All right, fellas. Hey, by the way, who do we? So we like OU tonight. I like OU in a close game. Drew likes him in a blowout. Ben, how do you like him?
Yeah, I like OU tonight. I think they're just going to finish it, just take care of business. I mean, they
Close
got
or
too
close or
much going
blowout?
on. I mean, they'll beat them by 3 or 4, I think. And I mean, hopefully they don't roll run them. That'd be embarrassing.
Yep. Oh, hey, the old boy's flashing his damn shirt, Drew. I don't know if you can see it on the camera right now. You look at him. Now you ain't got it, man. Get that away from me. Don't get that close to me, man. Get that close to
I
me.
don't even have to see it, and I know what it says.
Hey, Drew, he's standing up close. He's leaning over by me. I don't want to touch that mess. Why would I want to touch that crap, man? Get that crap. Anyways, hey, I'm done with all of y'all right now. So, hey, thanks for coming on, Drew. Appreciate you. Thanks, Ben. Hi, Stick Harry. And PJ, I appreciate you hanging out here at Rococo's with me. By the way, you guys missed it today. It's beautiful outside here on the patio. Got the fans going
Looks like
and everything.
Looks like a good little time out there.
Yeah, it's great. It's great. But anyway, Ben, I'll see you.
PJ, you guys be safe.
Okay, man. Take
All right,
it easy,
bro.
brother. Take care.
All right. Hey, I'll see y'all. I'll see you tonight, Ben.
Yeah. Yeah.
All
All
right.
right. Yeah. Then you
All right.
saw the Lionel Messi to Miami, right?
Huh?
You saw Lionel Messi to Miami.
No.
You saw, yeah, he's got Inter Miami apparently acquiring Lionel Messi.
Oh, really?
playing-
So he's
he'll
not
play
doing.
in
He's not
America.
doing Barcelona. He's not going back to Barcelona.
That's not what it looks like. It's been all
Wow.
been keeping up on it all day. And, the more and more it looks like people are just welcoming him.
to America now, so it looks like he's going to be coming here.
Yeah.
I believe Beckham owns that team or somebody like that. One of the famous players.
Yeah, I saw that.
So,
Well,
I
yeah,
think it wasn't for those Saudi teams, the Saudi league that they're starting. I think some of those other guys like Ronaldo and stuff might have come
Ronaldo went over
too,
to the
but-
Saudi league for
Yeah,
200
but I think
million
if
or
that
whatever
wouldn't
he
have
got.
started up,
Something
I think-
stupid.
Yeah, if that wouldn't have started up, I think he might have even came over here too. But
So-
yeah, it's looking like Miami's going to get that new team in Miami's going to get Messi.
Listen,
because
dude,
of
so
those
they just, the Saudis are just spending all, they buying up everything, ain't they? Next thing you know,
Yeah.
they're going to be trying to go buy an NBA team, an NFL
Yeah,
team. Well,
from,
no,
from what I understand,
hey,
from what I understand, they're trying
no,
to
hey,
westernize.
they ain't coming
they're
over to the
trying
United
to
States,
westernize.
bro. That ain't happening.
Yeah, they're
They
trying
ain't
to
coming over
westernize
here.
and stuff, so we'll see.
You know why they ain't coming over here? Because the guys over here who got all the money, they doing business with them already
yeah.
anyway. They ain't coming
Oh,
over
yeah,
here. They ain't giving up.
That financial deal in the NBA and the NFL especially, it just keeps going up. So
Yeah,
they're
that
not
ain't
coming
happening.
to us.
Yeah, that ain't happening. Yeah, they can afford it, but they ain't gonna.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, you know, you might buy one of the teams, but the
Yeah.
league, yeah,
Which
that's not happening.
That would be terrible.
Yeah, that ain't happening. That ain't happening. All right, brother.
But
Hey,
yeah,
I'll holler at you tonight.
Cheers, boys. You guys have a good one.
Okay, have a
Take
good
care,
one.
man.
All right, that was my guy Ben Dillman, High Stick Harry, and the guy Drew, and we'll be talking about hockey tomorrow, getting all that done. And appreciate you today. And we were going to talk about Ja later. I just didn't want to talk about when he said it's a toy gun. I said, do you really, that makes you sound even more stupid. You flashing a toy gun. I'm done. So that's why I didn't want to talk about it, because I saw that. I'm like, that's dumb. Anyway, hey, we're here at Rococo's. I want to thank Bruce and the staff and Benny, all those guys, for taking care of us today. If you don't have time, stop by, because today is Wednesday, and as a truck drives by, today is Wednesday nights, and of course on Wednesdays they have the Rococo hot chicken, which is fantastic. It's a Nashville-style chicken. It is fantastic. If you haven't had it, hey, come by here on Wednesday, come by here today or tonight and get some. It's fantastic.